Welcome back to the last game of the day on the ASUS ROG DreamLeague. We've seen an interesting matchup between the two Europe East teams. I was kind of hoping that ROG's would do a little bit better. And they clearly started in a way that the draft showed that this can work. But unfortunately, things didn't go their way, did they, Lumi?
No, Andy wasn't impressed. And when he's not impressed...
What? How does that, like...
What? You weren't impressed with the draft, ROG's
I thought their laning was good, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that the Storm was going to have a shit time.
You weren't impressed with the Lycan laning.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But let's also be fair, right? Like, Solo, lost his lane, as he should. I mean, Puck beat Storm pretty handily.
Yeah.
And then Resolution had, 9-minute blink treads, and he went around the map with AA ults and just sniped people over and over again. I think Solo had, 10 deaths at the end of that game, or 9 or something like that.
He had, 7 before the fights really broke out. It wasn't just Resolution, though. Keep in mind that there was, a 3 big stack in the camps.
Right,
just
they stacked for
supports
him.
pulling him, and he got, close to 1,000 go from that. So
Yeah, I think they got, 700, 800 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And also, I mean, speaking of Solo in that Storm Spirit, Shane, you saw him kind of struggling when he lost that courier and gave away that first blood. That courier was not just a courier. It had his bottle, boot, and a wand.
Everything.
Really?
Everything.
Yes.
It had
Damn.
everything on him. Yeah.
What do you do if you're playing that matchup and you're left with only an ult talisman and not even money to TP back from the lane?
You panic. Well, what he actually did was...
I mean, really?
Lumi gives up.
He went to the jungle and No, that was before, was it?
Yeah, it was before.
So, I don't know. What do you do? I don't know.
Cry?
You get really sad.
You just look to your teammates for a hug and just hope...
You know what? Considering that happened, he's still 7, 8, and 4 with the finish orc at the end of the game. That's impressive in its own right.
The thing that kind of sucked about being in the Storm in that game is he basically had to suicide every initiation.
Yeah,
There was no way he was ever living, which I thought was what the Centaur was for, Give another target to the team to maybe, throw a spell at, just so the Storm doesn't have to eat everything. But they never really coordinated it that way. It was always Solo would go in first, Centaur goes in after, Solo instantly dies, and then the Centaur cleans up. That's the opposite of what should happen.
There was one team fight in the Ancients where he had a shallow grave on top of him and he was zipping around everywhere, getting all the kills. That was awesome.
Do you think the Blink Dagger actually that he go for was something that he needed? Or maybe even just buying an Ogre Club in way of a BKB or something else would have helped him?
You mean a Centaur?
No, the Storm Spirit. I just saw he had a Blink Dagger. He got a Blink Dagger. Also, the screen just said
He probably got one at the end. Or
Yeah,
something.
just at the end of the game. I didn't see him blink.
Right.
Kind of weird, wasn't it?
Production's trying to talk to me and I can't
It's
hear
not
them.
that weird because if you think about it, if you're Solo and the other team already has an Necro Book 3, clearly you're going to be the mana burn target every time, right? So you blink in, and then you just use your spells, and then you ball out. That way you actually have the
Nice
mana.
try, don't believe you.
What?
Anyways,
Whoa.
we're going...
James.
That's not what
Easy
James would have
target.
said. And let's be honest, if you were really being James, you would have said, welcome back to the ASUS RO DreamLeague. You said ROG DreamLeague, which means that you're a shitty James impersonator.
No, I can't do it
and
every
you're not
single
doing
time.
this.
I need to...
Yeah, come
You
on.
just need to
I
be
need to rock more.
It's almost
this.
like he has
Yeah,
the
he does.
opposite
He does.
withdrawal.
Yeah.
He
And he has
does.
to
It's,
sit there like
I'm
this and he
exaggerating,
just-
of course, but yeah, it's the thing here.
Oh, you forgot about that
It's
one as well.
really boring. Yeah, and that's the other thing. When he goes like that, and it's absolutely, this is totally what we have to do. I can't do the voice. I need to smoke more, which is something that my mother would hate me if she listened to. Mom, I don't smoke, I swear.
That's what I tell my mom too.
Yeah. Anyways, MVP of this game. Can we argue on that?
MVP of last game.
Next game. Mind reader.
I think Resolution for me. I mean, being that role is just controlling the game. That's what you have to do for your team. So I think that he played the most stable game. I mean, it wasn't necessarily an insanely good performance, but for me, he made the picks happen. He basically made Solo have a really, really shit time. And that in turn makes it so Silent gets free farm, your supports are free to do whatever they want. Always want to fly in Van Score, got to pretty much have free reign. So yeah.
The way they used the AA ulti with the puck meant he could get 3 or 4 solo kills.
Yeah, it was really nice. Really
Okay. That seems to be settled. People who are interested in maybe getting a beautiful gaming motherboard, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/ROGNordic and write who do you think is the MVP of the week so far, 2 games. But, I mean, you already hear what we had to say. By the end of the week, maybe some of these guys are the MVPs, maybe some other guy. And some other guy could come from this next game, which is Cloud9 versus Team Dog. Now, guys, we saw Cloud9 haven't lost a game. They're, I think, 2-0.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
I'm personal Cloud9 manager.
Right, of
Fanboy.
course. Yeah, I'm fanboy
He's
number one.
fanboy, not fanboy.
How are you not a fanboy?
Look, I'm biased about many things, not biased about C9.
Right.
Right.
Aren't you
Okay.
going on to a romantic holiday with
Dude, that's like saying Toby is not biased.
Look at that.
towards Navi.
Isn't this guy like your best buddy?
No?
I don't know. I was
I'm
just
clo-
guessing.
Curtis and I are close, yeah.
They've
Yeah,
actually
cool.
been friends since they were like 5.
Yeah, I think they went to the
It
same
even goes
preschool.
beyond Dota.
Right.
All right.
Did you just pull that out of your arse, by the way, did you?
What?
That's not actually a thing.
No, it's not a thing.
No, clearly no.
It's okay. I know Bruno's gullible, but it's
Yeah,
not like that. I'm just saying.
Anyways, yeah. So Cloud9, a team that's been playing really well in the DreamLeague so far. Not so well in some of the other tournaments. I mean,
Doesn't matter.
but yeah, that's the thing.
It's not DreamLeague.
I know for a fact, right? And here's like, I'm turning into Bulba right now. Like I'm Bruno into James into Bulba. But I know for a fact that certain teams in the past have said, I do not care about this particular tournament, and they do not play well in a particular
So
tournament.
why even join the tournament?
Well,
Are they
because
like made to join it by the
maybe
people
a
who sponsor the
new,
team?
better tournament appeared later, and they lost interest on the previous tournament, and they already had the commitment or something.
mean,
I don't know.
Just
For
win
DreamLeague,
everything.
by joining, you get free cash.
Well,
just by
that's a
joining.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
just that's true. Like
Yeah.
if we get to $100,000,
You
people
wanna
buy the
get, like, higher
compendium.
placement, like top 3.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If we get to $100,000, every team gets $5,000 just for participating in the Dream League. That's $1,000 per
And
player,
I actually get a chair.
and you get a chair
Yeah,
for
which is
100,000.
probably the main thing.
Well, I mean, you have one now. You're just being greedy. Like,
If you call that, you can sit on that the next game then. All right, fine. You sit on that chair and then we'll see who's complaining.
You know, well, you need a chair, and you know who needs $5,000? I mean, everyone needs, right? But some team that actually is kind of new team in the scene.
Damn.
It's Team Dog.
You're saying they're not going to go the whole,
I like how you just inadvertently said they're not getting in prize money. Here's your
Wow.
$5,000.
That's
Unbelievable.
These are the guys: Misery, MSS, not Demon playing today. Apparently, Demon might not be playing in the team
Oh,
anymore.
Ever.
Ever. I don't know. It's a kind of weird situation. Nothing has been officially confirmed. But he's kind of like the standing right now, and MSS took the role of the mid player in
Yep.
the team. And a guy that's never a stand-in, it's Misery.
I just love that hero profile. Ricky, CM, and Enchantress. It's just like, okay.
Well, you know, here's the thing, right? He randomly plays either support or carry,
Yeah,
depending on what
that's
Taika
fine.
is feeling like. So he does that, and they have this amazing logo, the $5,000 logo.
Yes.
beautiful.
Is that what we're calling it?
Maybe if like they actually get in money, they could get a real logo.
Yeah.
Or
who
just
knows?
we could pay a dog.
I mean-
a different dog.
Okay. Yeah.
A dog.
What's
dog
wrong
actor.
with that dog?
I know. I'm not feeling the. I don't think he's actually talking on the phone.
Just people tweet at Misery Dota. I think it's Misery Dota. Tweet
Yeah,
your
it is.
Team Dog logos, and maybe they change it and get one better. But for now, we have that. I think it's cute. You know what else is cute? Dota 2 games. Let's go into the draft.
That one was a stretch.
That was so terrible. I don't know, man. That was something. All right, so last game of the day, Team Dog taking on Cloud9.
Here you
Lumi,
go,
I'm not
Andy.
even going to ask your opinion because I know you're going to say Cloud9's going to win.
You know, it's good to end on a high note, guys. It's a
What do you
long
mean end
day.
on a high note.
C9's going to win. Lumi's going to
I'm not
smile.
taking your chair. It's got your Argentinian musk on it. I'm going to sit in this one.
Beautiful. This draft. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's typical Cloud9 to go for something like Drow. But against Naga, Siren, and Mirana, I actually think it's okay. Just because, sure, if you get netted or arrowed or something like that, you're going to die. But I think the same can be said for most carry heroes. And let's be honest, if you put it mid, it's still pretty hard to deal with, given the fact that right now, Team Dog, they don't have really... I mean, they have some roaming, I guess, if the Naga Siren's going to potentially be playing a non-farm role, which I would actually find kind of hard to believe. But I guess it is possible.
I think the Centaur represents a lot of things, different things. Remember when Fnatic played against Cloud9 in their opening match? We saw the same matchup, Drow mid, and then
Yeah.
it was Trixie Centaur
And
off
this is the
lane.
same thing.
Okay, so
The same exact 3 heroes.
was it?
Yeah.
They went Naga and Mirana as well?
No. I mean, like Cloud9 have the
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
3
okay,
heroes.
okay. Yeah, so my question is, if he gets into Drow's face with a Blink Centaur Stomp, what is going to be the response? So is it going to
Silence
be...
and pushback.
I get, well, not when she's stunned.
Blick dagger.
Well, I mean, ideally, like Pylai died the last time they played this, they had him like perfectly positioned.
Right,
every single
Pylai
time.
just prevented every single initiation. There was a Bat
Right.
Rider that tried to come in, and that never happened. So is Pylai going to do that? Or is it going to be something else? Because the way I see it, Doggy has such a team that's so good to get in your face. Not only are they going to blink in, stomp you, drop in with like arrows and chain frost, they could use other methods like a song and then walk in and do that, or Moonlight Shadow and get away. I just feel
but
like
do they have a good team for song initiation? I mean, typically you think of heroes who have like some kind of overlap, like Disruptor's really good.
Okay.
Because you can preemptively use Storm. We saw that against, I don't know who was against, but Fnatic were playing it. Like No Tail had a Scepter, and he would just Storm on the Luna every single time, and there was no way she could be KB. I like those kind of heroes with Naga, but they don't have anything like that. I feel like this is actually a disengage ult than it is more of an engage. Sure, you can use it either way depending on the situation, but I just feel as though, well, I guess you could Centaur ult and use it. I mean, it's not great,
You can set up
but
an
it's
arrow
okay.
with it as well.
yeah, you set up arrows.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels a bit sketchy to use it that way.
One interesting to point out is that Visage Birds have such a hard time against Centaur return. Like you use a burst to touch Centaur and your birds are just like dying. So that's
You'll be aiming for Lich though, or the other support.
I mean, I feel like Lich again. It's a questionable draft. Like Frost Armor is nice, but with the damage output of Cloud9's level,
They
it's
like
actually
picking it with Drow though. That's the key, I guess.
no. I'm saying that's fine. Like, I think Visage and Drow works well together. I'm just saying Lich doesn't actually stop that. And I'm not sure whether it's picked for the laning, like Andy's suggesting, or the Frost Armor, or Chain Frost. I'm just personally not very impressed with Lich as a hero.
I think that in this draft, Lich feels a bit weak. I kind of agree with that, because Frost Armor is only so effective because, like, against some heroes, like range, Frost Armor is good because you lose distance when you auto attack and you have to like continually chase, and sometimes you can not get the full extent of your damage. But if you get hit by a max rank Frost Arrow, the Frost Armor is not going to keep you away from Drow. You know, like you're still going to get hit. Storm, sure, he might have to expend a tiny bit more mana with his balls to be able to get in, but that doesn't really matter either because he's going to be going like on your head when he goes in because you have to be very close to
Attack speed actually
Vortex.
affects Storm quite heavily because he has to get the full combo. You know, he has the remnant.
Yeah, but
attack,
it's a minimal
pull.
amount of slow for the range. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
To
sure the values
30%.
are different
Yep,
for ranged heroes.
I believe that's correct as well.
Maybe. It doesn't
No.
say it on the tooltip, but I'm pretty sure it's like not as effective.
With like 50% or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll ask Bruno to put it on the tooltip so people know.
I'll
It's
work
just
on that.
a mental note. He's just nodding his head and staring off into the distance. It's late here in the studio. Way later than normal. Maybe not way later. What time is it?
I don't know, but I'm very hungry and tired. It is 10 o'clock?
10:20.
10:20?
Okay, so we actually are normally done by now.
On our way home.
Or home already. Bed is calling.
It is.
I'm old.
My Dota's calling.
It's like, at my old age, I just require more and more sleep. So I get like tired at like
Yeah.
8 p.m.
You were saying you woke up at
And I just
7
feel like-
a.m. this morning.
I just feel like a grandpa, man. It's bad. But anyway, we still got one more pick coming out from both teams here. I mean, Team Dog, are we looking at a farming Naga? Are we thinking this is another...
Well, Cloud9 seems to think this because they're
Yeah.
banning support heroes. So what support hero goes well with these?
It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I feel like they could use another reliable disable because getting into a fight and really like locking somebody down is going to be key, especially when you have heroes that can disrupt so well, like
Okay.
Earthshaker. But yeah, it's going to be an Invoker last pick.
So
I mean, they've seen this before, right? Cloud9's gonna block mid with Earthshaker. It's gonna pull the creeps and deny to the Ancients.
actually, the last time Cloud9 played Earthshaker, or maybe it wasn't them, maybe someone else played Earthshaker, they didn't do it, and we expected it.
No, they did. The only thing they messed it up on was... Wait, maybe you're looking at a different game, so...
But
Cloud9 always do this.
do they every game? Well, you're the expert.
I'm an expert here. Cloud9 expert, that is. So, again, Team Doggy needs to get to the Ancients fast and ward it off.
My question is this Quas Wex or is it Exort? I'm kind of leaning towards Exort because of Naga Siren Net and just like the chain stun that they could possibly put together. But I really think that Quas Wex is good against Cloud9's lineup.
Against Earthshaker, it just destroys him.
Yeah, I mean, EMP destroys all their heroes,
Yeah.
more or less. I mean, the Storm doesn't want to get EMP'd, like, at all, just because you don't want to lose 50% of your mana, especially after you already engage. And adding a little bit more control is never a bad thing, considering the damage output on the team is so far all pretty much magic damage.
Yeah.
And then Pycat can transition later into right-click if he needs to. I mean, you have Double Edge, Chain Frost, Frost Blast, Starstorm, Riptide, just mass spam. Like, that's really what Team Dog have right now.
Yeah. The Drow Ranger, they played him mid like a few times, and then they played
Yep.
him safe lane. What do you...
I'm kind of leaning towards safe lane here, because if you put the Drow mid against the Invoker, it's very easy for the Invoker to set up for kills. And I think potentially with a roaming Naga Siren, even if it's just the Naga Siren and the Invoker, if you don't have Pylai die in the lane, they can kill the Drow super easy. I mean, Storm is kind of the same thing, but either way, with an ES, I think what's going to end up happening is they're just going to do the mid lane pull, where they fissure block the lane to the Ancients. So yeah, like Lumi was saying, just block the Ancients like ASAP, just so you can make sure that doesn't happen. If you can do that, then I think you'll be pretty okay.
Little ninja pause.
Yeah, it depends on what they expect from Team Doc on the off lane as well. Like Storm, safe lane, especially with the help of AEI on the Visage, should be able to lane against most things.
If against Lich though, and he suffers under loss of experience and pressure. Like.
Yeah, the last time we saw this very similar matchup, I think Fnatic also ran a Lich Centaur duel off lane.
Yeah.
Sing was playing Mirana then, and Mirana does a lot better in terms of not being able to get killed by that combo. I think Storm's going to have a similarly tough time. So we might actually see Sing Sing go mid, which is not something we see very often with Cloud9.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm here.
We're paused, by the way.
I know, yeah, that's what I'm watching at your stream. Remember when Drow just came out? And it was really imbalanced because...
In Dota 2?
Well, no, I'm sorry. When
Both.
Drow was reworked and her aura affected ranged creeps.
Oh god, that was so
Permanently.
ridiculous.
Permanently.
Yeah, that was so scary.
What was really strong back then? It was... I'm going to sneak into the shop. What was really strong was Enigma, because of the Eidolons, and Visage, because of the burst.
Okay.
Now you can still pop the...
What?
I like that.
Now you can...
Where did I go?
Anyways,
Good.
God damn it. Yeah, so the thing about Visage right now is that when you pop the aura range, it still affects the burst for
Right.
30 seconds.
Okay.
It's really strong in pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just on-demand extra damage.
How
Like,
strong is it in competitive game? Like, do you think we can actually see teams pulling off something like backdoor with Visage burst with a Drow with a lot of agility?
Have you
I
not
don't
been
think it's
watching any
impossible.
Cloud9 games?
And I always
I watch them
one of the-
lose.
I always like the greediest support.
That never happens.
It
They
seems
just-
to happen every time. I
They,
watch
they
a game.
just do Drow Visage every game.
How does it work?
It wins.
It wins.
110%.
Jesus.
100, like the Lycan.
110.
They like the Lycan.
But I've seen. Okay.
They win 11 out of every 10 games they play.
Yeah, you just win one more victory when you...
All right.
No, you get the default because they're like, I'm not playing this.
That's kind of how I feel sometimes.
Oh, Drow going mid.
I just like random here. I'm like, I'm not playing this. It's like, no way. It's not happening.
Somebody
But a
swap
Drow
me.
or the Visage?
Well, I think Drow is more... For me, it's okay, but I don't really particularly like to hear that much.
Okay.
And Visage is just like, nope, don't want to micro, too lazy.
Because he's going Quaswex Invoker because of the Blade of Attack.
You know, I used to say that too, and then I saw people actually go phase boots as
On-
Exort.
I just...
I know, I like Power Treads or straight into Boots of Travel. I don't
No,
like-
yeah, I agree with that. I'm just saying that I've seen people actually go Blade of Attack into,
Oh,
into phase.
Pylai
Could be
die!
a big fissure. There's all 5 of them.
What?
Are they going to get any spells off this fissure? It's everyone.
Okay. You know
Okay,
why?
so Fog didn't
Misery
have-
has sacrifice.
Well, yeah, but Fogged also didn't have a skill point in either.
What?
I don't know, man. I actually don't know what circumstance you would not skill net. Like, on Naga Siren, is there any point at any
Especially
game...
as a support.
Right, as a support where you would not just get net
When
at
you have
level 1?
Mirana on your team,
Yeah.
And Mirana...
Because I feel like he should have just had that skilled and they should have just killed him.
There was like this point where like all 5 of them just come around the corner and Pilot was like, oh shit! And there's like Fisher's 5 of them.
Yeah.
oh, they dropped some wards in the jungle, I guess.
Yeah, but they're going to know. Like,
They're pinging the hell out of it, too.
yeah.
The battle begins.
All right, AEI. Well, he's going to have to use 2 sentries for this one, if they want to pull. Ooh, Flying Vision!
What a remnant. What a remnant.
Beautiful.
It is pretty neato. Does remnant count as like a unit to block?
No, it doesn't,
No, it
no.
doesn't. Okay. It's like the fire spirits and
It's
stuff.
ethereal. or
It
whatever.
used to.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure at one point it did.
In the beginning days of Dota 2, it did. In Dota 1, it did not.
Okay.
Well,
Good
it
old
looks like
Warcraft
Fog.
mechanics.
Oh, that's why he didn't get... He's man fighting Pylai die. Get out of here blocking the Ancients.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Even if you were man fighting, you wouldn't need Riptide to beat an Earthshaker with his massive 2 base armor.
And he's going to ward a sentry
The guy has
coming
a
around.
giant
Fog?
log.
Fog, what a player. He knows.
He knows, man.
He
I mean,
knows.
that's what happens when you do the same thing like every single game. People just eventually they're like, I know what I'm gonna do.
Nah, Pile Die. He's got the recovery method.
The
Stack and
recovery
pull,
method,
man.
yeah.
Easy.
It could work out. We'll see. We'll see. And I mean, the worst case scenario is Bone 7 comes and takes a stack.
No, fissure. Look, it's
He
magical.
actually
happening.
failed stacked. Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, but you just want to deny this wave. Don't mess it up, Pie. All right. Good stuff.
That's ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
they
Earthshaker
actually-
should not be able to do this.
They intentionally moved the camps around so you couldn't do this,
yeah.
because Fnatic used to do this all the time with Wisp, and they would break the trees, and Bat Riders would do it too. They would just eat the trees and just like pull to the camp and deny all mid experience. And they changed it to make it not possible, and now people are just making it possible again. Via
He's going to pull the mid camp now.
Now, that actually brings up an interesting question. Is it just a selling point to pick ES because he can do this when you're Radiant?
No.
Or is it just broken?
Earthshaker is already good enough hero where you don't need to do this, and no hero should be able to do this.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Wasn't that Puppy that used to play Earthshaker all the time? Like,
Yep, he loves
did?
that hero.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he actually doesn't like Enigma. Like, I don't think he likes playing it.
What? He drafts it for himself all the
You
time.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, he's picking it because it fits the situation, not necessarily because he likes the hero. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he didn't like it.
Oh no, Pie. Any case.
It's kind of the same thing when Dendi got to play Dragon Knight at TI.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then everyone was like, why the hell is Dendi playing Dragon
that
Knight?
game.
It was tough.
Dragon Knight's not a bad mid hero.
It
No,
just
but
doesn't suit him, though.
yeah, it doesn't suit the player.
I mean, he's playing DK nowadays.
Yeah, but that's just because he has to. Puppy's like,
It's his
"You're
job."
playing this. And then he's like, all right, it's fine. Man, who's going to argue, really?
Denied.
So,
What that miss?
lanes are pretty stagnant at the moment. I don't really think that Dog has really any intention on roaming. Oh, but they need to be careful.
Oh, what a
That
fissure.
fissure actually blocks Misery on the wrong side, so Sing can't do any damage on his own. Aoi might try to get a couple of auto attacks off, and now he's realizing I am in a really bad spot. That fissure totally backfired, blocking 2 of Team Dog on the wrong side, and Aoi pays the price. Pile Die is now saying, oh god, I'm so sorry.
Yep. First blood gave to smuggling, so he's gonna. You think he's gonna go quick faces? It seems like Triangle Boot has been a very popular choice on Centaur. What do you think on the Boot's choice upgrade?
I think Tranquil is okay, just because when you're spamming double edge in lane, like using a spell doesn't actually break the Tranquils, but it will break if you auto attack. So I don't know. It depends. I think that Tranquils can kind of hurt you sometimes if you're trying to chase, but you should usually be relying on Blink Initiation and Stampede to stay caught up, you know, with whoever you're trying to go on.
Right.
And just having the HP regen is nice to never really have to go back to base.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think Tranquil is somewhat underrated. When the first Tranquil came out, I thought, oh man, it breaks, it's not going to be too good. But the armor that it's left over is so good. And you're going to be spending a lot of time walking around. So having that residual regen whenever you do get it back up, it's pretty good.
When they actually nerfed Tranquil Boots, I hadn't played Dota in like 2 weeks, and I got back, and I was trying to click the Tranquil Boots, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here, guys? And I thought my like keyboard was broken or something.
I really think with like the Tranquil Boot change, they should be able to be disassembled. I don't think that they should be permanently stuck as
But
those
then
boots.
everyone was buying them on like PL.
Oh, by the way,
like
Bone 7
Luna.
is going to just die right now. I'm Surge
grand.
out. And actually, they're going to try to get a return kill on
The Regoose.
Ooh, no vac.
No, it doesn't stop TPs, the silence.
Yeah, no one really has vacuum at level 4.
Meanwhile, bot lane here, Sing a little bit of trouble. He got Nova'd up, and Smuggling's moving fast. That Centaur's got boots. Oh, fogged the Nova, fogged it
twice?
again. Fissure's gonna come through. Oh, it's gonna be on Smuggling. They're gonna try to burst him down. Here comes, oh my god, do it again. No, double X damage, magic stick. You know what you say to that? You say that, worth.
That's fucking huge.
Got him. That is a really happy Centaur right now.
Sing through, man.
That was really interesting that he decided to turn like that.
Yeah, he had to kill.
The thing is, Storm is incredibly slow. Like, he has, what, 280 move speed now?
And he's
90?
made a lightning as well, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. You figure, like, fast lightning. Not this game, man.
No.
Logic, not even once. But yeah, it's 2-1 right now in favor of Team Dog. And currently the highest farmer in the game is Pycat, who's sitting at 27 and 16th. Now, I mean, this lane is not really too hard for him by any stretch, because Murata doesn't really care about Ion Shell, and you can just spam Starstorm when things get a little bit too hairy for you.
I wasn't paying attention close to the end of the draft, but why do you think they went Darkseer instead of some of Matt's, or Bone 7 is more common here, like Bat Rider or a Clockwork. You think those are banned out, or?
Honestly, I think it's because they wanted a mech carrier that wasn't Visage. I think that they wanted the Visage to be able to go Medallion, and then they wanted a hero to actually carry the mech. That way, they had somebody who would for sure be able to get the farm as an offlaner, because at that point, your last pick has to be an offlaner.
Yeah.
And who else can really give you the guaranteed kind of income to get you a mech fast enough that isn't Darkseer?
I suppose.
Oh, MSS could be in trouble here. He's going to be forced to invoke Ghostwalk, so spending some mana. Ghostwalk costs a lot of mana,
And
man.
especially at this time of the game, like even using an invoke kind of fucks up your thing you had going, because all of a sudden you have to re-invoke other spells and get Ghostwalk out. So it's actually like costs more than you think. Like.
Yeah.
Invoker is TPing straight back to base. He's expecting a gank. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here, Misery. Oh.
Just casual soul assumption for like 90% of Misery's health. No big deal. I honestly love Tranquils on Lich. That's probably my favorite hero to get them on.
CM's not bad either.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of CM as well. It seems like any hero that has like a stable mana regeneration, just, you know, get the HP side as well. Yeah, this has been a fairly calm game aside from how the bot is going. We know Centaur's doing quite well because of the traits. We know Invoker's doing decently. And of course, Mirana's doing quite well. It seems like this is Dog's game plan, or at least how they want to play it, because
every time we've seen Cloud9, they've always like loved their Roche. It's like kind of their thing. So do you think they'll like pressure the Roche early and go for that?
Cloud9?
Yeah. Like remember they did it on Evoker. They get the Mask of Madness on.
Oh yeah.
They always love getting Roche.
I feel like for Roshan, it's more like, hey, we're doing well, we're gonna kill you a couple times, and then we go for Roche. It's not exactly like a game priority.
Yeah.
So. Not sure.
Man, Aoi is just abusing the side chop right now. I mean, there's nothing going on. He's buying Sobi masks and rings of regen and selling them back.
Nobody's able to do
and
that.
Then buying them again.
Yep.
I don't know. It's pretty funny, but he is going Medallion because he kept one of the masks.
I don't think you should be able to do that either.
It's so funny. He did it like 10 times.
I seen a guy like it's not so bad, but with a ring of health, it's like way worse.
Well, I mean, he could have bought a ring of health. He had the mana.
Moonlight Shadow Initiation.
Yeah, he's level 6, but is he even going to be able to live through this? The Chain Frost and the double edge.
The mini storm from the Chain Frost.
Good night. Highlight Eye is going to spot out the MSS here middle as well. And his Evoker's on cooldown.
All right, this is the same gank, right? Invis into Initiation. Draw's got to get...
That arrow.
But Draw has like
arrow
nothing.
on bottom.
I mean, she has a lot of damage.
Owie. Goodbye.
In fact, Invoker's running straight up here. Oh, Fissure's gonna hit. The tower's gonna be there, but the cold snap, the right clicks. Oh no. And he's still alive.
Watsworks Invoker is kind of a kitten, unfortunately. He doesn't really do that much damage. Midas Gaming.
Cloud9, they love that shit, don't they?
They really do. The thing is, and I think it was actually Hani who said this during the last DreamLeague finals when we were interviewing him after a game. He said, typically buying a Midas is only good if it doesn't directly change the impact that your hero has in the game at that point in time. And I don't really feel like it changes how much he would do at this point. Like, what other 1900 gold item would give him an impact great enough to the point where you say, okay, I need this.
Mask of Madness?
Yeah, but Mask of Madness is pretty much just an attack speed item.
Yeah, and you're assuming Envy joins fights, which he typically doesn't really do until much later.
Farms.
Yeah, so that's fine. He farms and push towers a lot when other people are fighting. That's kind of what he looks to do.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I feel like Team Dog, they've started off pretty strong. They haven't really gotten like a gigantic advantage or anything. No towers have dropped for either side.
Now they have. Straight up Blink, Centaur. I think this is the
Owie.
Again, getting smacked in the face.
Not great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what like Dog is bringing something back really old school, like 2-on-2, and all your lanes have really good killing potential. Reminds me of days like Sven Lina, where you just like you missed that once, you're eating a Stormhammer, LSA into Dragon Slave. This is kind of what we're seeing with the Lich Centaur on the bot, the Mirana, and the Naga on top. It's doing quite a lot of work. They're picking up kills here and there. It's forcing AUI to move around and then still killing him. The one thing they're not doing a good job is shutting down Envy, which, you know, he's kind of farming fast.
It's so hard to gank him in that position, though, because with the tier 1 bottom still being alive, like going into the woods is crazy risky. There's just so many areas that Cloud9 could react to and just come in and try to counter gank. So I'm not really surprised at the fact that they haven't really infiltrated the jungle too much, especially when they're finding kills on Sing. Sing's died twice.
Yeah, true.
You know, and it's a 10-minute game. So it's not like they're really losing out by killing another core. Sure, Envy is getting farm, but so is Pycat.
Are they even worried about Drow at all? Because they have the initiation to like punish him. Like Drow hates him.
It's tough to say, because if you initiate with Song to try to catch Envy, then there's a really good opportunity that Cloud9 can be able to react to that, especially if they manage to get Bone 7 with a mech. But actually, Bone 7's also going Midas, so they're not going to have a mech on him anytime soon.
Yo, you get the mech after. Really after.
Really after.
Meanwhile, you can see that the bot lane is going to be smoke ganking, and Envy, he dodged in the jungle for about 20 seconds. He does have the support of the birds. The question is, are they going to go quickly enough? And the answer, I think so. Yeah, they're bursting the hell out of him. That is a quick kill.
Well, that hurt.
Well, they want to come back here. They actually block. No, they want... What?
No.
What the heck?
No.
What's going on right now?
That was a huge waste of mana, actually, and they're not really going to get anything out of it. Misery, he's still under Moonlight Shadow. Here comes the blink in from Smoke. He's going to double edge. He might have just killed himself, actually. He's going to run into the Remnant and eat an auto attack, but Pycat, he gets a double kill.
He sees Lich.
Wait, no, he's on a killing spree, excuse me. Yeah, he's going to get Misery. But Sing, he does end up picking at the double, but that was so sloppy.
It was so weird.
It's not done, yo. Here comes Fog. He's going to have to ensnare. There's no zip. Cheapy straight up. Where's the arrow? Song to cancel. Yep. And that's going to be the dead kill.
Nice.
It looked pretty bad for Cloud9 in the beginning, and then it looked all right, but when things clean up, Pycat getting, what, 2-3 kills on that engagement? Jesus, he has a 4-0 streak.
I don't know, man. That fissure was questionable. Pylai is definitely not bringing his A game here.
I mean, it's sort of blocked, right?
No,
it blocked the bad way, though.
No, I think Sing Sing's decision to go for the Invoker is a mistake. I think he should have gone for the
for sure. Like,
Lich.
it was a mistake, but I still think it would have been better to have both heroes on the other side.
It didn't actually block the Invoker, though. He just thought he was blocked. I thought as well.
Yeah.
Because we saw him walk past it like a few seconds later.
I don't know. I just feel like that whole situation was like really awkward from Cloud9. And sure, Sing got 2 kills out of it, but Pycat found a kill in the meantime while that was happening. And yeah, 4-0 for him. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Do you think a mechanism would have helped enough?
Maybe. I mean, it's a good item. 250 health. Like at this early. Oh, wow. Hits on 3 Tornado.
Oh my
EMP
God.
and the Stomp to follow it up. Pylai totally out of mana right now. MSS, he's on a killing spree. Give Pycat a mega kill. The arrow comes out. It makes contact. Shoot arrow. Hit arrow.
Holy shit.
So that escalated quickly.
That was beautiful, man.
Who was the guy that says Cloud9, or sorry, Team Dogs coming here to collect 5,000 or whatever?
That
was James.
James.
Yeah. That sounds like something James would say. Man, that guy's a dick.
Man, these guys are playing really well, and I gotta say that was actually the first Stampede that looked like a Stampede. You're not running away.
Yeah,
You're going balls deep. You're going in. Yeah. Oh my God! What a deny from Visage.
With the pilot eye.
And he just resummoned the burst too. Ain't no props.
That was beautiful.
All right, so I gotta go for the team that has 2 drums right now. That's my jam.
Yeah.
Like 2 bongos. I mean, how can you hate on it? Such a cost-effective item, man. Love it.
I remember when you were teaching Pyrian how to play Dota. Like, well, after that week or so, every single hero he played by drums, and he'd be like, "Shane, it's the best item in the game." Andy said so, and I was like, "Yeah, okay."
It really is so good.
But he literally bought it on every hero for like a week.
Yeah, there's some heroes I wouldn't get it on, but there's a lot of heroes I would get it on. I'd say, like, I wouldn't get it on Darkseer.
Tinker.
I probably wouldn't get it on Tinker. I wouldn't get it on
Silence. Yeah, on top lane. Fog trying to run away. Perfectly changed on here, done by C9.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this particular lineup is that if there's a tower there at tier 1, that tower will be dead. Yeah. Speaking of towers being dead, tier 1 tower being backdoored by the birds on the bot lane. Very nicely done by Aoi.
Yes, Sing's down here, but he's got a bail. He can't save the tier 1, unfortunately. So it's a tier 1 for basically a hero pickoff, because I believe that tower is already dead. At least the top lane one.
No,
Yes,
well,
the top one was,
they got a trade on the tier 1 because the Visage Birds got bottom.
Yeah. All right. We got it. We're doing it. Dota's happening. It's getting late. All right.
It is getting late.
With 2 Midases going on Cloud9, are you actually worried that they're down by 7 kills at this point in the game? Or do Dog have to do a lot more to actually cement themselves into a big lead?
I really think that Dog have a pretty significant advantage right now. Because,
the Cloud9 dying.
Highlight just dying casually in the top lane near the tier 2. It's fine. It's totally okay. But the biggest issue really is that Sing has nothing. Like, the Storm was supposed to have more in the situation, and he just didn't get a lot of it in his laning phase. I mean, heck, he died twice in the lane. Like, that's not really a good thing, especially on a snowball hero like Storm, who desperately
And he
needs
was
to, like,
level 6 as well when he died.
yeah, and the thing is, he's not even rushing a BKB. He's just going straight Orchid, so he's going to be kind of doing the same thing that Solo was in the previous one, where he commits to the fight so hard that he's likely going to be dying every single time that he engages.
Yeah, and big part of a lot of Cloud9 victory, AUI is generally the third core, which seems weird because he's generally playing support, but he generally has like a 20-minute Aghanims on Visage,
yeah.
and he's got 5 death. We're not even close to even, halfway there, so I think they're really in trouble with the cores not farming too well, Sing Sing and AUI in particular. I mean, Envy's doing well, but Envy's not playing one of those heroes that could just walk in a fight and turn the tide of the fight, unless you get a 5-man silence. So
What? Okay.
He saw the illusion, yeah. He was panicking.
Yeah.
Oh, Sing. Going potentially for
There's the
Pycat.
song.
Pops the song because he was out of mana.
Arrow combo?
Oh, nicely done. Oh, Fissure? No, he's still dead. Oh, nice Echo Slam though from Pylite Die. Hits on 2 Fog. He's got Stampede on him, but he's going to go down to Envy. Blink stun coming in from Smogalig. They're going to be able to get 1. Sing's already down. Actually make that 3.
Oh, Envy's dead.
And Envy is not... He's not having a good time anymore. The chain from downtown. Stomp in 1 second. Blink forward. There's the double edge. 4 down on the side of Cloud9. And Fogged and Pycat are the only casualties from Team Dog.
Cloud9's getting wrecked.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, honestly.
Let's just buy Midas.
For Team Dog.
What is going on?
It's like, you can do it, I can do it too.
And somebody left their freaking Skype on their tablet.
It was that James fella.
I just hear beep, beep, every couple of
No
seconds.
one talks to me on Skype, so it's probably...
I just have mine on D&D because there's so many people that I can't deal with the noise, because it would be going off like every second.
Is there any reason that Bone 7 does not have a complete mech on him right now? He's got 2,500 gold.
He's going to buy like bots,
Radiance.
Is he so next level? It's like, oh, I'm going to spend nothing but my unreliable gold and save my reliable gold.
Yeah, but there's no reason to save that much reliable gold.
I don't know, man. It's like...
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's going to die here now.
Yeah, he's pretty shagged.
TP?
Oh, the creep might save him. The creep saves him! Yes!
He's
No,
still
he's dead. He's going Shivas.
What an honorable...
I don't really know what's going on.
He bought Shivas before he died, and he didn't lose a single point of gold.
So he's going Shivas against a team
That has nothing but magic damage.
Yeah, but I can kind of see it because, like, the Naga Siren, and to an extent, like, most of their team don't really have escape mechanisms as long as you're carrying, like, dust for MSS. Oh, Pycat wants to go on Aoi pretty hard here. Has a double damager, and Stampede's going to be popped. Misery coming in from the back.
Oh my god.
There is no way you can run from that. Sing in the meantime, he's with Pylite Die.
Where's
Smogalig.
out of mana? Dead.
Oh, the wickets are split. Sing is not getting that kill. Unfortunate. Teleport out for Pylite Die.
Beautiful.
Oh, he does no damage. That enchant totem was pretty optimistic from Pylite Die. That's got to be like the most depressing thing because enchant totem, even at rank 1, it's like a double damage for you. And he's like, I'm gonna hit you with my giant tree.
Stout Shield Sage and the armor from Tranquil Boots. Holy.
Well, this is a free Roshan.
Yep. I mean, whatever this game goes, Cloud9's gonna lose a lot of street cred after this game. Because I mean.
This is honestly pretty lopsided. Like,
Yeah.
to CS, you can see that Cloud9 are like effectively farming the map. They got 2 Midases. They're still getting stuff done. It just feels like they're not playing as a team. They're just like not communicating with each other at all. They're all out of position all the time.
I think this game really showcased how important Bone 7 and AUI is for the team. Because, yeah, Sing Sing and Envy is going to have the big farm and they close games out. But really early on, rotation-wise, keeping the carries locked down and protected, it's down to your 2 supports. And unfortunately, he's had his moments denying towers, backdooring towers, but he's been picked off multiple times. Pylite dies off in his own worlds a lot of times and gets picked off. So I don't think the support plays are keeping up.
Wait, you were talking about the deny tower. Well, that was to do with him. That was him. He fissured everyone and then the Visage Bird denied him.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta click the deny button though.
Let's go rewind, right? The first blood.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Andy.
I'm just saying, he's not had the greatest game.
Yeah.
So free tier 1, top lane here.
What?
Yeah, I think it's just because they assume they're not going to go tier 2, which I'm guessing that assumption is correct. Maybe not.
They're coming. I don't see
They
why
have
not. You
Aegis,
have
actually.
Aegis,
Yeah, they have Aegis, so they actually might just go for a tier
You have
2.
Aegis, Blink Centaur, and to be honest, you know, Invoker, or sorry, Misery, MSS, whatever his name is, as well as
Just go
Pycat.
through every name. Just keep going.
They are actually quite farm at this point. Holy crap, I finished Heaven's Halberd. So Envy is going to have to get BKB.
Yeah, he's not going to be having the greatest time.
I think Envy can actually push faster than most of the...
If he's not afraid. He's being very afraid right now because he has no idea where the enemy team is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's scary, man. Stampede. The thing is, the Naga Siren and the Centaur don't even have to be there. It could just be one hero.
Dude, Envy's dead.
Is he?
He could be.
He's grand.
He's grand.
He's doing fine. At the very least, Cloud9 didn't lose their top tier 2, which would have been really bad because the glyph was kind of used wastefully. But, you know. I find it interesting that Smogolik didn't go Hood.
Oh, Pi. Twilight die.
He has no mana. He's just going to leap in. Okay, that was maybe not the best positioning for a leap. The double TP. The arrow landed, but he's out of here, man. See you later.
Drew 2 TP? Worth?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's a lot of gold for the sports.
When you're losing this badly.
Bone 7 has a Midas. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but now you just lost like 50%
And
of the last Midas.
Aui's known for like having even in this situation he's 3 and 7 and he has a point booster, a medallion, and 1,300 gold, and it's 22 minutes in. How? The guy gets creep kills, man.
Look, man.
He has 31.
He has 31, which is not a lot. It's actually
like
I'm gonna tell you on a secret, Bruno.
Go on.
Reliable gold and shopping before you die. Actually, it's a big part of like supports getting enough gold. And yeah, he's gonna die here, you know. But
let's see what he buys. Let's see what he buys.
He's got nothing to buy though.
He's gonna buy an Ogre Club and 2 TPs. Here it comes. Ogre Club, 2 TPs. He got arrowed. Never mind, he's dead. All right, well, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He let me down.
He should have bought Ogre Club.
Should have bought Sentries actually.
Yeah.
A TP. And
Pi is in a little bit of trouble. The Fisher hits absolutely nothing, but he does
though.
Okay. Song, they're out of there.
No, they're gonna fight. They got MSS. Here comes the EMP.
Yo, not looking good.
He's not even gonna bowl out. He just stood there and got stunned. Sing. Sing.
Out of there.
He might live.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that was clowny.
Why is Twilight Die still there?
I am like in utter shock that he didn't ball away from that.
He had to turn, in fairness.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He still would have dodged the
He's
EMP.
like, Bone 7's got my back.
Because the thing is, even if you don't get far enough away, the EMP doesn't hit you if you're ball.
If you're in the ball form, yeah. It's like Sonic.
Yeah, you're pretty much Sonic. Yeah. But anyway, the reaction from Team Dog, they're all 5 down here right now. Gonna get the tier 2 safe lane, no real contention. And there's no glyph. They might just make the transition mid, honestly.
I don't see why not. Shiva is completed. I'm still completely shocked that C9 does not have a mech yet. Like, this is just not going for it. Darkseer completely skipped it. And I get the idea of, hey, if I get hit by EMP, I'm not going to use my mech. Which there's more of a nod towards Shiva's. Because Shiva's...
Yeah, but Darkseer has pretty good ink gain and his mana cost isn't that high.
I absolutely agree. That's why I'm like, when you're losing fights, a mech would help out so much.
Doesn't Darkseer have the highest in game in the game? I'm pretty sure he does.
Pugna does.
Not the highest.
Oh, Pugna, yeah.
Pugna and Skywrath are like 1 and 2, I think. But his sin gain is not bad, is basically the point that we're trying to make. So double blink now on Cloud9. Twilight Eye and Envy both have their blinks. This could be the game changer. This could be the time where you get the 5-man dunk and then suddenly the game looks pretty easy.
I mean, the way that Twilight Eye's been dropping fissures, he needs that blink.
Well, that Echo Slam bottom lane was pretty good.
I mean, they were surrounded him. That he puts himself in a hero to make sure that he doesn't miss because he needs the aftershock stun. Because I think he would still miss the fissure. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
it's fine.
It's actually next level fissure. He missed it, so they're like, yeah, he's got no stun. Let's go into it. And then he just
He mind fucked them.
He baited it, yeah. I don't know, man. That's pretty optimistic.
Tier 2 push up top. I don't think Cloud9 will be able to defend it.
After this, they only have 1 tower left.
Yep. 1 tower. 1 tower to rule them all, Shane. I mean,
tower to guide them.
He's doing so good, too.
Were you? I think he said chain like 4 times.
Fuck you, man.
What would Bruno say?
I don't know. Bruno loves me. Oh, bottom, Sing. Kind of like just
zipping.
Running, TP.
Oh, he's going to get stomped?
No.
No, if he did it sooner, he would have gotten him. I think he kind of hesitated because he wasn't sure if he could catch him.
It was on cooldown.
Going 7, surging away. That's only a level 2 surge. It's going to wear off. Oh, there's a silence. He has Manta, though. He has Manta arrow.
Fissure.
Oh, yes.
That was so close.
Feels good. Feels good to watch something go so well, you know? But yeah, I think Smogolik could have actually gotten the kill on Sing there as well. Because of this, if he did it like even a half a second sooner, he would have been in range for the stomp. Because hoof stomp radius is actually pretty large, and then you would have been able to get the tornado afterwards, and it would have been very dead sing. But yeah, they'll take the Darkseer kill. By the way, this Darkseer is 0-3 and 0 in a 25-minute game.
Yeah, very little impact in the
Doesn't
game.
matter. Have Midas.
He's actually only taken
Oh,
up
top
space.
lane arrow. Saying so. Sunstrike's
my
gonna come
God.
through. Bam. That's a dead envy.
Radiant's middle tower
What an arrow.
attack.
Do you reckon this will be one of these GG calls?
Nope, not in Cloud9.
I don't think Cloud9 actually GG that much. They're going to find MSS in the woods, though.
Nice.
Orchid now completed on Sing. Yeah, that's a mega kill, so
Yeah.
700 gold for him.
So whenever I look at Bone 7, his Midas on CD, all right, he uses it. Okay.
Bone 7 almost running into an
Aoi.
arrow. They're going to find Aoi, but I don't think they want to commit to this,
He has
really.
the birdie protection.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous. I think they're more content to just kind of chill around and maybe go for the tower. So for Pycat, do you just go Deso? I think Deso's like really strong, especially when you're trying to break the base.
I like it
Because
as
you
well.
already have Manta.
Especially against like heroes like this that don't really have that much armor.
I think it depends on how long the game you think you want to drag it to. Because I don't think Deso is a really good late game item.
I think Orchid is actually pretty legit on Mirana.
It could be against the Storm,
Yeah.
I guess.
But-
or if like the Earthshaker blinks in, right, and you can Orchid him before he does his full combo. That's
I mean,
also pretty useful.
that's pretty hard, right? If he brings in an Echo.
Well, I mean, if you're not actually getting hit by the Echo,
Sure,
it's
sure,
pretty
sure.
easy to
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
like the
yeah.
enchant and the fissure.
Yeah, but I'm in agreement with you with the Deso. Like, if you think you're going to end the game right now, which I think Team Dog definitely can, you go for the Deso. It's
Well,
like the most cost-effective item.
Yeah.
There's enough money to buy it right now.
Who has the Necro book?
Dyer's bottom tower is
Oh,
under
it's
attack.
Lich with level
Jeez.
2 Lecco.
Yeah, he's got the Midas. Hey, you know what CM got? Blink BKB and Point Booster and didn't do shit. And what I say, you go Pipe and Necro Books.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a fight. And I mean, Necro book's still a damn good item. Doesn't matter like who you make it on.
Yeah, it's kind of that item.
It's actually better when you make it on a pushing team like they had.
I don't know, man. I think you're crazy. Crazy. So,
Right.
Smoke in the Woods, it's just two people just looking for picks, I guess?
I mean, they definitely can. Like, these two have so much killing potential. They picked the Invoker earlier, and they do see Misery Lich.
oh,
This
Not
is so
exactly what they
dangerous,
want.
though.
they have back Liches and
I mean,
kinda
they
along
have a
though.
war protection on their mid lane. Are
It's
they,
so funny how many wards are placed. They're just like,
they're actually afraid to go on this Lich. Are you kidding me?
yeah,
Is it
dude,
Necro 3?
he's got a book 3. Yeah, they're going to go.
Alright.
Yeah, you'll get the book up though.
Oh,
Oh, tornado! I think he still dies.
Yeah.
He's dead.
But Sing has no matter.
He's keeping out. He's fine.
Yeah, he's just fine. But
You want
Smoke, like, he
Earthshaker
finds
dice.
Pylai die, yeah.
I mean, you'll take that trade. You give Sing a kill.
And some baby
for
kills.
1-for-1 trade. Resummon?
He went
Resummon?
for the Deso in the end.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. Scouting out Roshan, not up yet. Still got, I think, 2 minutes left. Or no, it's actually,
Nobody knows, Andy.
whatever. It's freaking hieroglyphics to me, man.
Ooh, can they kill Smuggling here?
Fucking science.
Bastards.
I mean, Magnus, how the hell do they work? Nobody knows.
I think they smell really bad and they hate each other,
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
in my professional opinion.
Like, you're Bruno, I'm in no place to argue with you.
Apparently I'm a professor.
You were. You taught, man.
Magnets.
He teaches me things every day.
Yeah, same. He's a wise man.
I don't know why I'm referring to you in the third person when you're sitting right next to me.
I am as well, actually.
That's how you know it's,
Douchebag move to do. Like,
that's how you know it's getting late.
Yeah.
We're all kind of just like, what?
I already checked out. It's like C9 losing, no point.
Jesus. So much for hashtag not biased. Check out my team that I like's losing.
Not
Fuck
a
this
biased
game.
caster, man. I'm like,
Unbelievable.
I'm totally professional, guys.
Okay, so Bone 7 has just forgone the boots build. He's going to buy a Blink Dagger now, and MSS picks up a Hex.
Maybe he forgot. I forgot to do that once or twice.
What, to buy boots?
Yeah. I think I was playing Weaver.
You ever walk outside in the snow without shoes on?
No, I actually brought my boots specifically for today because it was snowing today in Sweden. And I was like, fuck it, I'm wearing my boots.
Yeah, you packed like nothing but winter clothes,
Yeah.
and we actually had like a really mild winter this year.
I have all winter jumpers and I only have like 2 normal hoodies.
Jesus.
It's a disaster.
All right, so Roshan attempt here from Dog. I think Cloud9 should be able to react.
They're completely ready for it. They have to smoke up. They're waiting for somebody to farm bot. Is that?
I don't
is
think
that
their
the
ward
reaction?
actually
No,
sees though. No,
they're
their
not,
ward
yeah.
coverage doesn't see them walking into the pit.
I mean,
Oh, it's
by the
Misery.
time they
It's gonna
get
see
there,
Misery.
they have Song, they have Moonlight Shadow.
They're going around.
There's no way this could go well for Team C9.
Oh my god.
no.
Oh, they see every single one. The sentries drop, but he's actually out of range. They pop the song, Sing Ball's in.
Oh,
the
no.
EMP doesn't land,
This is
unfortunately,
so
because
bad.
of the song.
Pilot that needs the
How are they
biggest
gonna
dunk
go
of his
about
life.
this?
He's
Oh my
hexing
God.
vacuum.
Just
What is it? That's an Eggman dunk. Everybody's alive thanks to the mech though. And now they're gonna re-engage. Bone 7's gonna melt immediately. Chain Frost bouncing left and right on the back line. Envy's dead. Aoi's gonna be dead quickly as well. That was the best coordinated five-man dunk.
What?
But it didn't do jack squat. That was a five-man vacuum launcher. Dunk it into anything.
Holy shit, man.
How can you get that good of a combo and just lose? They get wiped. They didn't kill a single person.
Oh, the value mech.
That's got to be GG.
It has GG.
Holy shit.
I mean, okay, first of all, they didn't have Shivas there, which is just some damage. The Storm was dead in the beginning of the fight, and Envy wasn't doing jack squat. The Birds wasn't doing anything.
That looked like it was going to go so well, and then all of a sudden it was like, what? No one took any damage. Everyone had like a million wand charges and mechs, and then all of a sudden your ulti just doesn't really feel
Actually,
that
that's only one Rax down. If they could hold this Rax, which I don't think they can, but if a miracle
like
happens,
if they can do this, but I don't think they will.
I mean, I don't think they can.
Oh.
Sing's already out of mana again.
Holy
Okay.
shit, five
Okay.
man.
That's how I'm saying. What a hex. Oh, they're dead now. Well, why is Pilot? Highcat just left out with 2.
He has Aegis still.
I mean,
I feel like it actually would have been better for him to just die there.
And they
fight.
re-engaged.
Yeah. But they'll be happy with that. They still didn't lose a single person. I mean, that...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess Cloud9 just goes with the whole never give up, never surrender mantra.
Yeah. I like it. That's how I play Dota as well. Lose, but lose with a smile.
What?
You keep the smile, I get a frown.
Yeah. That's
Because that game, you're just like, you're like, oh, we're having a great time. We're gonna. You're like 1-9. I'm just like, God, kill me. Yeah, it was good.
You know, if you're not down by like 20 kills, that combo would have done a lot.
So you're saying as if you're not behind, you're ahead.
No, I'm just saying the chance of comeback is very slim.
Was that a level 1 Echo Slam or level 2?
No, it was 2, I think.
Yeah, it was 2. I definitely checked right after he died. He's level 11. Unless he got some next level experience that leveled him up. Which is possible because there were Necro books around.
Yeah.
I wonder if Team Dog were actually as shocked at that as we were, because when you see that happen, they're going to be able to catch out Bycap, but unfortunately, yeah.
Tornado
He's
gets
got
blinked.
Aegis. He hexed over the tornado, though. Doesn't seem to matter.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and Smogalig finds Pilot Die anyway. That poor Earth Golem guy. And they're going to smoke. Envy blinks away and TPs to the base.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Pilot Die, or not Pilot Die, excuse me, Bone 7 is 0, 5, and 0.
Man, he would have got 5 assists right there in that team.
He has not been involved in anything.
You call that 5-man vacuum not being
Yeah,
involved?
I agree. That was like...
Okay, it was a sick vacuum.
That and a
But
wall?
maybe if he did anything prior to 30 minutes into the game.
Look, I agree he should have got a mech. But, with all this being
Or
said,
Boots. What do you think about Boots?
Boots overrated.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower
Don't
is
need boost, man.
under attack.
Only rely on Surge.
Just wear gloves. They need
I'm just confused how Team Dog is that clump.
Yeah, but it's
it doesn't
kinda
matter.
Like, it's one of those things where you see Sing is like slept and you want to try to go in and like go for the insta combo.
Oh, Bone 7, he dead. He has no buyback either.
Sing Hex.
Sing's text.
There she is.
There you go. We got an upset, boys.
That was beautiful.
Well, I think
Misery. Misery.
I think everyone was kind of saying, you know, like if Team Dog bring their A game, maybe they can perform.
Nobody was saying that here.
What?
I first picked Misery, actually.
Yeah, he first picked Misery.
So,
Bruno Next Level Tactics. But I do have to commend them because honestly, they made something that we've seen a lot actually work, which is Centaur, which is still a little bit unconventional, if you ask me, because the hero's track record hasn't been great. And I know why you pick him, but I think this is the first team that actually made him work.
Yeah, I agree.
At least in DreamLeague, which is pretty nifty. But congratulations to him.
The problem with Centaur is that, like, sure, even if you win your lane, it happens such that the other lanes always lost. And unless you win all the lanes and capitalize kills advantage, because early on it was like 5-2, and it just never looked back.
Yeah.
And I think you need to have a game like that where Centaur could just blink on anybody and just kill.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And yeah, there we had it. Team Dog winning their first game. Woof woof. Also, Cloud9 losing their first game. Impressive? I would say so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Surprising? Absolutely. Deserved? Hell yeah.
Impressive. 0-6-0.
0-6-0.
Like, I got nothing,
I'm
man.
gonna have to talk to my boys a bit.
I'm gonna say, you know where that game went south?
Where?
The fissure.
That first Fisher.
That was like
the 5-man
game
fissure.
over. That was it. That set the
minutes
tone
into
for
the
the whole
game.
game.
What? He hit a 4-man fissure. What's wrong with that?
No,
No,
the
I'm
one,
talking about the
first blood
one where he blocked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
that
the other
gave
team
the first
on the
blood?
same, yeah, and then he's
Yeah.
like, I'm panicking. I can't do anything. And then it was bad.
I just want to say, Lumi,
Yes.
Visage and Trail Ranger is now down to 105% apparently.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, it
Since they
happens.
just lost one match.
How would you know, James? This is my department.
Well, he told me it was 110%. I figured five. Is it more or less five? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, grand.
Anyways, yeah. So that was the last game of the day. We're probably gonna have an interview with someone from Team Dog soon. I think it's going to be Misery, but
Okay.
let's give him some more time for that because it's not magic Skype. You have to actually find someone.
It is
and
actually magic. Nobody really knows how the internet works.
It's kind of magic. Is it magic, Bruno?
It's magic.
Okay, it's magic then. But anyways, yeah, wrapping up a little bit about this game, want to pick one of the favorite players of this game right now, someone that was convincing. I
Pycat.
myself, I'm sold about Pycat.
Yeah, Pycat played really well. Like, shoot arrow, hit arrow. I mean, he was on it.
Yeah.
He got like 2 or 3 solo kills in per AoE with the arrows.
Yeah. He even picked off Envy as well.
Yeah. And MB, here's the thing, right?
This thing has been beeping all game.
It's thing, I can't mute it. Damn it. I don't know how to mute it.
You can move it though.
Well, yeah.
Throw it across the studio. Yeah.
Yeah, Pycat was playing so well, but MB, what was with the Mask of Madness?
That's his build, man.
That's
No,
his
no, no, no,
thing.
no, no, but listen to me, right?
James, let's hear it.
That is
Listen to
totally
me.
a Jamesism right there.
You go Mask of Madness against a team that can initiate from 2,500 range.
Yeah.
That has ways to initiate with Tornado, that has Stampede, that means that you're slow, doesn't mean anything. It has Moonlight Shadow,
Yeah.
that lets people... Why would you make an item that makes you squishy?
Okay, here's the thing. You ready for knowledge bombs, James?
Go for it.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. It's not a fighting build. Like when we see E9, C9, EE play, he never fights.
Yeah, it's split push.
Yeah, it's all split push. And when you get Blink Dagger and Mask of Madness, Blink for escape or engage or whatever, and Mask of Madness just to hit the creeps and push a wave. Like, we could see his team. Remember the last fight when they initiated with Storm and Earthshaker in the jungle, got caught by Mirana Invoker? Envy was in the top lane farming, and that's his entire job in this draft, just to farm and split push.
But the thing is that
And
you can't,
no other item aside from Blink, Mask of Madness does it better for that cost.
you can't really rely on split push when you have so many heroes that are so mobile and then can get... I mean, you can say, I will dodge the fight, but the fight will come to you. And that's what they did every single
Well,
time.
I don't think-
They went to MB. They
Okay,
went to MB
so-
in top...
I think
twice.
coming from me, it sounds like a fanboy thing to say.
Yeah.
But I think the draft is actually so your 4 people distract and fight with AoE spells and let Envy do other stuff.
With the birds.
And that's how he has always been playing it with their 110% win rate, whatever
Right.
you call that. So I think this is definitely a misfire with everybody not playing well. Talked about Pilot missing fissures, ADI dying early and not getting his Acceptor. This is one of his few games that he ended a game without an Acceptor finish on Visage.
Bone
Yeah.
7 as well. Didn't really.
Well,
He didn't do.
No, he didn't take off. He was still on the ground.
He was like one of
Nada.
those dooms that you get in PUF games where they just like go to the jungle. They
You
get
never
caught
see
out.
him.
You get they caught out 5-6 times. And then by the time they finish farming, the game is over and you're lost. Or one, doesn't
Oh,
matter, but
come
they're like 0-7-0.
we'd be singing
The rest
singing
of
a
Cloud9's
different
like,
tune.
we had a Darkseer? What the hell?
no.
Yeah.
We'll be singing a different tune if that team fight at the Roshan pit it was vacuum wall and 5-man echo, and let's say they wipe everybody, right? We'll be singing a much different tune.
But they were so
about
far
that build.
behind because of what was happening.
Yeah, that's true though.
That's
I
why,
can't
that's
argue
why
with
they
it.
didn't kill everyone.
Yeah, they needed a mech earlier.
I don't know, man. I feel like he could have even gone like Midas bots and it would have been better because then he could have actually botted to a creep wave to help his team
Or to a Visage Bird.
or to a Visage Bird, yeah.
But no.
Think about that. What if like you had a Visage Bird, right? And you botted to it. And
Okay.
you sucked everyone on top of like a Blink Earthshaker.
And then the Visage Birds
and then,
after that.
and then you lose the fight because
Well, yeah, but
like
you lost
20
the fight
kills
because
ahead.
you're like super behind, but it would still
Yeah.
be cool. You know?
Anyways,
I just need to talk to the boys, man.
Yeah, you need to like lift them up right now because 2-1 is not that great, it's not that bad, but actually to see how good or bad it is, we should maybe check the standings
Maybe.
and see where they're standing right now. Team Empire won today. They're 4-0. They reached Alliance. No, they're 4-0.
Yeah.
And they reached Alliance. And Alliance, they have one chance to actually go 5-0 this week. And I think the only teams that could go 5-0 this week were Alliance and Cloud9 if they won their 3 games that they have. But since they lost right now, they will never be able to get to the 5-0. Again, Alliance, I think they're playing, I want to say, someone from the top 6 tomorrow. Maybe someone from production remembers and can help me with this. Cloud9,
There you go.
who would have known? But yeah, if Alliance wins against Cloud9, they go 5-0, and I think they're in a very, very safe position to go into the LAN already, even if they still have 7 more games to play. But here we can have it. MYM versus Cloud9. Normally I would say MYM has no chance, they're 0-3, but look at Team Dog. Normally they play like Dog.
Are we putting Team Dog on the same level as MYM, or are we saying that Cloud9 is just so, like...
Unreliable.
Okay.
So
They
they're
are-
Fnatic as well? They beat
Well-
everybody, but they lose to everybody.
Yeah,
That's Fnatic.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? To me, Fnatic, they always play kind of at the same level, and sometimes they're outplayed, and
I
sometimes
think it
they
relies on
outplay.
their hero as well. What heroes they get.
It's just like they're pretty normal. Sometimes they're above the other team. They depend on how the other team is playing. If Navi is having a bad day, they're going to lose against.
So you're saying there are 2 teams, and
no,
if
no,
one
no.
does well...
Fnatic
The
is
other one
constant.
does badly.
And Cloud9,
So if one
sometimes
wins-
they play amazingly well, and sometimes they play surprisingly not well.
You can
Hey,
just say
hey.
they play shit, man. It's
James,
Yeah.
win a LAN before you talk.
You want to land?
What? Of
How
course.
did it go? The amateur, like, what was it, 4 Asians plus 1? Did you win
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
one?
won that one. We're the alliance of amateur LANs. Like, we never lost.
Good for you.
How many have you got to 1?
No, like 3?
Oh, shit.
I know, man. In the money.
And the money.
Next time you should play on the 4K MMR Plus League.
I will. I'm trying to get there. 2K first, okay? 2K first.
Well, you're not 4K.
What? I am.
Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell?
Anyways, we do have someone on the phone, and I believe it's Misery. So, Misery, if you can hear me, say hi.
Oh, he's behind us.
Hi.
Oh, wow, I can see him.
Holy shit, that's
It's
a big
so
face.
amazing. You can't see you right now, but you're like a giant head behind me, looking upstairs. It's really, really impressive. It's like you're here in the studio.
That's cool.
How's it going, man?
That's going pretty good.
Congratulations on your win today.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, okay, I'm not going to lie. Like, everyone was kind of believing that Cloud9 was going to take this game. But you guys played amazingly well from the draft, from all the lanes going your way, and the execution on the team fights. Tell us a little bit about the game and how you thought it was going to be and what happened.
Well, let me start off saying that we basically had a talk after the game against EG, the game you saw, a 9-minute game, I believe.
Yep.
And before that, we had been like really arrogant, and we didn't practice much because of the Monster Invitational, and we didn't take it too seriously. We played all kind of roles. We were just playing like dogs, like you mentioned yourself. So we actually took it a bit more seriously and started playing and started scrimming, and we ended up with a like similar style of lineup that we had been practicing the last few days. So we kind of knew what was going to happen, and it went like a planned. And we believe the strategy we played is really strong, so we just went through with that.
Yeah, it really showed something that you were saying, the communication. Some of the things rely on everyone just talking and knowing when the center stampede is there, Moonlight Shadow. All the executions seem to be like you guys were very, very in touch with each other. And is that how you feel right now with all the scrims and how the team is getting to know each other?
Well, it isn't actually that hard because Pycat and I have been playing for so long. And another thing that we did is to... instead of playing all kind of different roles, I decided to go back on support now, and Pycat is going to play the carry role.
Okay.
And this basically means that I will be like mostly directing the team in terms of style and how we're going to move in the game. And this made it much easier. So like there is a clean slate behind everyone, and everyone knows what their roles are and stuff. So that helped us out a lot.
That's good. Guys, any questions about the game or maybe about the team or Mystery himself? Maybe you want to ask him something personal.
I actually had a question about the Lich pick.
Sure.
Like why Lich in that situation? Just for specifically a lane win? Like even if they did like Drow short lane and they decided to put Storm mid, you're still confident that you win 2 lanes? Is that really just the only reason?
Well, the reason is basically that they can't punish this Lich Centaur at all with the kind of draft that they have, and with the amount of support, like the kind of support heroes people are picking nowadays, this AA and Visage and Dazzle, there's not that much aggression involved in those kind of heroes early on, so they can't really punish this Lich at all in any kind of way. They can't move to a different lane and punish that, or they can't move behind the Lich or anything like that. So this is basically a way to shut those heroes down. Like this Visage, what did it do? I mean, they didn't do anything, any of their heroes, but this Visage in particular, which is like one of the strongest heroes for C9, it had such a late 6, and they couldn't do anything. With their safe lane heroes. Storm got shut down a lot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of heroes that didn't get to do much, we were talking a little bit about how the Drow decided to go for Mask of Madness first, which is kind of complicated against a team that can get in your face with Tornado and Stampede and Moonlight Shadow. If I'm not going to ask you to flame other players because that's not cool, but let's say you're playing a Drow in a draft similar like that. Would you go Mask of Madness first, personally?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't think I would be playing Drow at all. I hate that hero.
You don't think it's a good hero in this metagame?
But I honestly didn't see Eternal Envy on the map ever, that game.
See, that's the point.
Didn't even see he was like, I didn't even feel like he was a part of the game. He could have played versus bots. No offense.
It's cold.
So, I don't know, man.
Fair enough. Anyways, just wrapping up a little bit, I wanted to go back to personally yourself. I saw you casting recently. You've been casting some games with Toby, I think. Maybe the Capitalist, I'm not sure. You're doing a great job with that. I'm really enjoying your cast, so I just wanted you to know that. And people,
Okay.
if you just like randomly tune in into other... I really don't know what tournaments you're casting right now, but there's a chance that you will find him casting and he's really entertaining to watch, so... that's him, and you'll have to play a few other games this week. I think you have one more game on Wednesday. Tomorrow against EG.
Yeah, possibly.
What's EG like?
They are pretty different to play against. They're really annoying, actually, team. You haven't really figured them out yet, because they're kind of figuring, like, they're a bit ahead in the meta game. They were the ones starting all this Morphling, Midas, mid lane, all this shit without TZ. So it's a bit more tricky to beat them, as I see it.
Fair enough. Okay, so well, best of luck tomorrow. We'll see you for that game. Any shout outs, something you want to say before leaving us?
Yeah, shout out to the team. They did an amazing job this game, and the latest few days we've improved a lot. So I'm proud of them, and yeah, woof woof. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much for being here. There you had it, Misery.
What a nice
Great guy.
job.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really happy to see these kind of teams win. Not because particularly like Team Dog is one of my favorites, although I like the guys, but just because this is one of the teams that came out of kind of nowhere. Even if the players were known, they just got together. They decided, okay, let's go into make something. Finding results is very gratifying because that also helps. Like there are some other players that are right now not in a team, but they're really, really good players. Maybe it's good for them to just say, hey, these kind of things work. Maybe we can get back in the scene, try something new, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, they're getting $5,000 maybe.
So you already put them away from winning the thing, which, I mean, they're saying they're taking it seriously. They're doing a lot better as showed in this game. And honestly, I'm not sure whether they have the history to say, hey, they're going to be invited to TI4. But when you have such confidence going to the qualifiers and say, we're one of the top teams, we're taking that slot, that's actually a big deal, just having that confidence boost. So if they're playing the way that they just played last game, I think we're going to see Team Dog, or if they're going to get sponsored by anybody, like just go through the qualifier.
Did you just drop a knowledge bomb there, Lumi?
I don't know, man. Rumor bombs.
Yeah, anyways, just before wrapping this up, let's go to some replays that we do have about this game, and maybe we can talk about what happened, or how it happened, or when it happened.
Oh, here's a Fisher.
This is the point in the game where...
Yeah, that Fisher. That's like...
That's what I should have asked him about. I should have said, what did you think when Pylai Dai fissured you in with Aoi?
Thank you very much.
Easy game.
Yep, things got really, really easy from there. But yeah, as you say, it was kind of the turning point. There was this kind of team fight that wasn't really a team fight at level 1, where everyone was running around, but no one had anything good.
You got a 5-man Fisher there, actually.
I think it's like super important though to note what he said. Like when I asked about the Lich, Lich is actually a greedy hero. But it's greedy in the right way in that game because, like I said, they had nothing to do against it. Like, they didn't have any way of just saying, oh, yeah, we can do this. Because Storm is like a meh laner, especially as a safe laner. And if you don't have another support in the lane that can actually have aggression, then you just sit there and you get free XP and you take away gold from the carry. So it's like...
free win.
I mean, against Cloud9, the way he put it is exactly like Cloud9 don't rotate. They don't gank. They just pick very, like, static hero. Drow mid, sit around, do nothing. Bone 7 doesn't leave the lane because he's Dark Stare. Pylai Dai's the only person that roams around, and he got his team killed, so that wasn't the best roam.
He was actually detrimental to the team.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, you know, it worked perfectly because that's great against Cloud9's playstyle. So,
as it was said by some wise man, greed is good, and we're going to see how good greed was in this next replay right here.
Dire structures.
all right, we're gonna have to find something that relates to greed.
This was such a good tornado game.
That's such a greedy tornado, though.
And the stomp. This is
Look at this stampede. Like, this is a real stampede, not that running away BS.
It all happens so fast.
Dude, I would have said it would have been greedy if the tornado, like if the heroes weren't all in the line.
Yep.
But the thing is, even if 2 out of the 3 move and you hit 1, you still get a kill. A greedy tornado is when you have 2 heroes like this and you throw the tornado this way and you like cut them in half. You know what I mean?
Like,
That's greedy because you're trying to hit both and you actually have a chance of hitting neither. That's greedy.
Yeah. Anyways, it worked out very well for them. It seemed that every single team fight, they were getting kills and kills and kills. But I think the most important one was the one that we're going to see right now. I have no idea what we're going to see right now. But yes.
Oh, here we go.
It is.
So they lost the Shivas in the back. You see the Shiva Ice Blast? Like, they needed that damage, no joke. Because they were so close to getting everybody. Biggest black blink vacuum. Look at that. The silence hit on everybody. The mech came out, and that was it.
Did he not have enough mana to... I don't know why he didn't Fisher.
Look at that. Look at how he's like, I want to run, but I don't know what to do. And this was
I
pretty
think
much
what
it.
ended up happening was the heroes on the outside of the Echo Slime weren't actually close enough to get Aftershock stunned, so they were able to cast. I think that's maybe why he didn't fissure. That's my guess. It was actually still like too fast to even know what the heck really
It
happened.
was beautiful looking though.
Yeah, it looked really cool. Yeah, it's true.
Yes. So anyways, that wraps up the day for today. We're going to see some games tomorrow. We're going to see which the games are. But first, this amazing overlay can be yours. Go away, overlay. Okay, there we go. Gaming motherboard. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds
looks like
good.
a micro board to me, which is
It's
weird.
like pretty small. I'm going to have it up, even if it took a lot of people a long time.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, no,
it's
I broke
on
it
a
now.
stand.
Yeah, it's on a stand, but it's fine. So you see, this is a little thing. It goes on your PC. Mine is really big. I don't know if
Yeah,
size
that's a
matters.
micro board.
I don't even look inside my computer. Once it turns on, I don't question.
But I mean, at the same time, this probably gets less dust, which is good. I don't know. I
there's less
always had
surface
them
area,
big.
man.
I'm kind of like them that way. But hey, you can win this. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/ROG Nordic. Go there. Say, my MVP was whoever your MVP was for the week. The week is not over yet, but you can choose maybe Pycat, maybe who else was really good today? Fata.
Yeah.
Top
Embodiment
player.
of power.
Yep, absolutely. You go there, you choose who you want. This can be yours. And yeah, I think we're going to wrap up for today, and this worked pretty well. Just reminding one more time what games we're going to see tomorrow. And we have the music that is like, let's leave, but no, this is good. Tomorrow's schedule, MYM versus Cloud9, then EG versus Team Dog, and Alliance versus Cloud9. Quickly wrapping up, which is your favorite game from tomorrow?
EG versus Team Dog.
Guys?
Alliance Cloud9, man.
I'm going to go with the EG Team Dog as well.
Right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
To the Alliance play?
18:30. See you there. Bye-bye.
So this graph shows that there's been steady progress in our financials over the last quarter. Excuse me, just one moment. Billy Bobby! Johnny, how are you, mate?
Johnny boy! You saw the match, right?
Did I see the match? Are you joking? Sorry, very important call. Now, note the number of digital impressions we've received. That's an increase of over 2 billion.
Come have a pint with me and the boys!
Oh, yes! Done, puppy, done! All right, then. As I was saying, puppies to hug, children to love, and billions of rubies and emeralds in each of your pockets. Promise.
ASUS phone pad with Intel inside.
Stop playing, fuck, give it!
Hi guys, I'm AP and I'm going to explain to you why the Cave XCD 5.1 Digital is my perfect choice for gaming Dota 2. Because of the fully immersive true 5.1 surround sound card and the 3 driver units per ear, the sound always stays the perfect same. In addition, I can pair my smartphone to my headset so I don't have to take it off when I receive a call while in-game, and that makes it perfect for long in-game sessions.